Hello everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast interlude. This audio podcast interlude is part of this audio podcast interlude is part of the as part of the hyphenate. This audio podcast is part of this audio podcast interlude is part of the Squalene Crisis and Inspectorate. This audio podcast and this audio podcast interlude as part of the BRIX and Brash, and this audio podcast as part of this audio podcast interlude as part of a Storm Robotics production. So in this audio podcast, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to do, or wanted to sort of see in about is that in following works sort of retrospectively for in around between 2013 2015, where there was where there were whether wherein there were wherein there were several organizations collaborating in as part of an initiative to sort of raise awareness in around aspects pertaining to solid organ transplantation and in around in around blood awareness or blood donation awareness. Um, the um, the um, the uh, the the initiative retrospectively had several strategies and had several outcomes. The strategies in around some of the in around the initiative sort of retrospectively was were in as follows, wherein there was again seven main strategies and as follows. There was a strategy. There was an initiative as part of the initiative. There was a strategy in around education. There was a strategy in around awareness and promotion. There was a strategy in around sort of looking at sort of ethical aspects. There was a strategy in around looking at the science behind blood transfusion and solid organ transplantation. There was a strategy in around part of in looking at sort of cultural and sort of faith beliefs. There was a strategy in around taking ownership, and there was a strategy in around reporting and dissemination. Now, one of the sort of outcomes are in as part of the reporting as part of the reporting and dissemination strategy. Dissemination strategy look to sort of see that there was a sort of a seminar and symposia that could be put forward to could be put forward as a subsection to the organization, the Royal Society of Medicine, the RSM in London, in the United Kingdom, in the UK. The symposium or the seminar in around and following this initiative is the initiative works from 2000 and between 2013 2015, and where the works was formally published in 2015. The symposium seminar idea had not unfortunately gone ahead as part of the reporting and dissemination um, reporting and dissemination part of the initiative strategy, sort of retrospectively. And so as part of this audio, as part of this audio podcast, one of the as part of this audio podcast, there I wanted to sort of throw the idea out there, sort of throw the idea out there in around wherein there could be a wherein there could be a sort of an a collaborative effort to see a way of putting forward a seminar and symposia looking at faith and medicine, or faith and healthcare, and the in around some of the sort of topics or elements of a seminar or symposium looking at faith and medicine, or faith and healthcare. The following are some elements for reflection. So, for example, looking at healthcare, a question of faith. What is a healthcare and a question of faith? What is the objective to promote equality and diversity? Should there be a continuous professional development, or CPD schemes to better societies, and then additionally a look another and then additionally a topic in around a look at faith, medicine, and ethics, healthcare through equality and diversity, and then faith and looking at faith and community medicine. Now, as part of the sort of topics or around faith and medicine, sort of a faith and medicine or faith and healthcare seminar and symposia, some of the learning outcomes would be in around as follows. For example, to identify definitions of faith and medicine, to understand and establish different definitions of equality and diversity, to understand why faith is important in sort of today's healthcare practices, in today's healthcare practices, and then another learning outcome, for example, to understand if and whether equality and diversity relate to faith and medicine, and then additionally to identify what existing evidence there is on faith and medicine, and equality and diversity in health or in healthcare, and then a learning outcome or as part of a seminar or symposium, a sort of a symposium or seminar idea, either as part of the learning outcomes, or as part of a workshop within a seminar or symposia, to look at or discuss the ethical issues in present healthcare practices and systems, and how faith and medicine could be better interlinked. So again, I wanted to throw the idea out there, since this retrospectively, as sort of one of the sort of one of the sort of documented outcomes in as part of initiative work from 2014, formally was not implemented sort of retrospectively as part of a subsection for the Royal Society of Medicine, the RSM, and so thus the idea to throw the idea out there, to see if in amongst colleagues or collaborators, in around in a round of those checking out, for example, aspects in works, aspects in audio podcasts pertain to Storm Robotics Productions, that to throw the idea out there to identify if wherein there might be there can be or could be opportunity to collaborate to see to see a faith and a medicine or faith and healthcare, faith and medicine or faith and healthcare sort of symposium or seminar that could be could be sort of implemented as a way to sort of exchange ideas, and to also see that there are opportunities to see further collaborations, but also to see that that from a sort of from such a seminar, a seminar and so a symposia, to actually see that there can be envisaged better societies and a better world. So that draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of the Hyphenate. This audio podcast as part of the BRIX and Bash. This audio podcast as part of the Squall and Crisis and the Inspectorate, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm Robotics and Storm Robotics production. Just finally, just to also inform that in on social media there'll be additional information pertaining to this, wherein those checking out audio podcasts under Storm Robotics production can identify further context. Thank you.